Hey guys, Midget here and welcome to another episode of my Walking Dead reviews. Today we are reviewing episode 11 of season 5 and it's called The Distance. God, you don't know how long it's been. It almost feels weird to be talking to you like this because I've not done it in a long time, you know what I mean? I've just thought, you know, I've got a free day off school. I need to record my Walking Dead videos. The ones for the season to the final 6. I need to record them because obviously when season 6 starts I don't want to be behind on uploads, so I need to do these and I've got a free day off school, so I'll do it now. But it is surprisingly the warmest day in the English calendar, and that's what I mean, like English, it's warmest day in the year apparently it's meant to be, and I'm sat here, you know, sweating my tits off. Oh. But yeah, let's start. So this episode, I rewatched it just now. Don't worry, I'm not like 8 months behind me, you know, just getting stuff from memory. I just rewatched this episode, and in this episode, it's the episode that Gareth appears. I still remember in last episode, he just, you know, scouted the group and showed himself to the group. But here he proper, you know, talks to Rick and the group, and he tells them about Alexandra, but most people at this point are quite, you know, doubtful that there is a possible safe haven in this world, as obviously Terminus and Woodbury are absolutely mental. They don't really believe Aaron that, you know, Alexandria is a possible safe haven, and they're doubtful to go to it, as he says he wants them there because they'd be good for his, you know, for his people, they'd fit in, but they don't really want to. They'd rather stick with themselves in the barn and, you know, be free spirits instead of being like locked up in a cage, basically, Alexandria. Some people, such as Michonne, really want to go because, you know, she just doesn't think the life is right, you know, they're almost starving to death in this episode, and are going to starve to death if they don't, you know, look for other options, because it's not really life just walking around, you know, every single day of the calendar year and just going for food and sleep, and it's just not a good life. So she wants them to have a proper life, so she forces Rick to go, basically, and Rick is very doubtful, but then, you know, he sort of knocks Aaron out, I guess, because he doesn't trust him, basically, you know what I mean? He just knocks him out, and then he tells everybody to keep lookout because he thinks Aaron might be a scout and he might have, you know, got them into trouble, like there might be a load of people coming for him right now. But when that sort of wears off and he realises that there is no one coming, as Glenn finds an abandoned truck, where I think abandoned like, you know, what's it called, camper, something like that. He finds that and he just doesn't see anybody, so he comes back, tells Rick, and Rick is forced to go by Michonne. So they decide to go at night because Aaron doesn't want them to, but Rick says, if you want us to go, we'll go at night, and they want to take an alternate route other than the route Aaron came to the barn with, and Aaron doesn't really want them to because he says they've not cleared the walkers over in that route, and Rick still demands to go that way because he doesn't trust him, and he goes that way and they get into heaps of trouble. Like, there's loads of walkers and it's really intense for a couple of minutes until obviously they manage to get out and reunite with the group, because they got split up but they reunited, which is like really reassuring because us as fans don't really want to see the group separated, and they reunite in a house just anywhere in the middle of nowhere. Basically there's a house, and Rick sees that Gareth has a boyfriend, and he catches them having a, you know, good old snog, but Rick still doesn't, you know whether he wants to go to Alexandria or not, and he starts having a talk with the group, but Gareth persuades them to go in the end, and yeah, the next day they go to Alexandria and finally arrive at Alexandria, and that's basically in the episode, and everybody's pretty much relieved. Like Michonne, she's, you know, giving a grin, everybody goes out the cars, and Rick sort of, you know, he's not really, you know, he's kind of suspicious, he's not buying it yet, until he's seen it with his own eyes, he's not buying it, so he takes Judith out of the car, but he's not 100% sure whether this place is legit, so he's still a bit wary. But nevertheless, it ends with them going to Alexandria and the doors open, but you don't know what happens in the next episode, until the next episode, I should say, and that's how it ends. So while I was watching this, I was like, you know, I had this in my head. I thought this episode, it was definitely a filler episode, you know, it wasn't like an episode where anything major happened. Obviously, it introduced two characters in Aaron and Eric, which is, you know, it's important, but it's not, you know, monumental for the show. And it also introduced a new location in Alexandria, which is really important as well. But it didn't really show you anything, it was just how they got there. So I was like, it is a filler episode, but you need this type of episode for the story to progress. Because you don't just want to, you know, with another episode there's somewhere else, and it just you wouldn't have the feeling of the struggle it is to get to one place without you actually seeing it. So it was a filler episode, but it was a needed filler episode. It wasn't just like they couldn't be bothered to do something. They really needed to make this episode filler. So for that reason, I gave this episode a 7 out of 10. Because obviously it's not like they wanted to do it, it was needed, so it sort of bumped the rating up a bit. And this episode just shows how close Rick's group is. Like, he doesn't want to go to a possible safe haven just because he doesn't want to potentially lose his family, and that's what they are now. You know, the survivors are basically a family. They're not just a group of people sticking together. They're a family now. Rick really cares for every single one of them. And it just shows how fucked up the world is, that there is a safe haven that is talked about and Aaron wants them to go, and Rick doesn't believe it, you know. After what he's seen at Terminus and Woodbury, he's not buying anything. It just shows up how screwed up the world of The Walking Dead is. But I mean, it's gonna get worse from that point onwards, you know. It's gonna get even worse. People are gonna die out. People are just gonna get more screwed up. You can't win in that world. So yeah, guys, that was basically my whole episode review, and hopefully you enjoyed this. You know, I've not done this in ages, so I am sort of, you know, still a bit rusty, and I'm also really sweaty and I can't concentrate, so I really need to end this quickly. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode, guys. If you do, make sure to give me a like. And so this is Midget. I'm gonna see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.